Okay guys, we're gonna make a super easy French toast meal. We have some Bob Evans egg whites and some coconut milk and Sara Lee Delightful bread. You add some cinnamon, some nutmeg, a little bit of salt, and I have this other cinnamon that I use that is a little deeper that tastes really good. And then some vanilla, and you sweeten it with a little bit of the stevia extracts. And then we also take just a dash of this Torani brown sugar cinnamon stuff, and that gives everything a little bit more of a sweetness to it without having to add any sugar to any of this. And it goes into the egg, but I was filming and it turns out I was not filming. So now we're filming, so I'm adding it to it. And you just have your bread soak it all up. And now that it's all nice and soaked, we take a little bit of butter. I also have a little bit of dark chocolate that I'm gonna rub on the toast. So we have our skillet, and I'm gonna rub the teeniest, tiniest amount of butter on there. And we can put our toast in there and cover it up so that it gets fluffy. We whisked our eggs a little bit. And now, once the toast is done, we are going to top it with some fun things. Still waiting for my toast to get cooked up, but in the meantime, I'll tell you what we're going to top it off with, and then at the end we'll actually top it. So once I get the first toast, put a quarter cup of Greek yogurt on there, 0 fat. The coconut milk was also sugar-free. And the dark chocolate is also to have the benefits of dark chocolate, not just for the flavor. So that way that's incorporated into our breakfast. And we're gonna have a tablespoon of nuts and seeds. I have chia seeds, flax seeds, walnuts, and some cacao nibs. And then the best part, I think, are the fruits. I'm going to add some blueberries and strawberries. And I'm going to top it off with some syrup. I have the sugar-free, and I also mix it with the Walden Farms. That one is 0 calories. So I take the one that's 5 calories and mix it with the one that's absolutely 0. So that's going to be a tablespoon of that. So basically, to tell you the recipe so that you kind of know it, it's 2 Sara Lee Delightful breads, which are each 45 calories. Then you're going to have a 1/3 cup of egg whites. Those are 50 calories. And I'm going to have 1/2 cup of unsweetened coconut milk, which is 20 calories. And a tablespoon of the nuts, which is 40 calories. Then the syrup, which is 5 calories. And you have the strawberry. We have 1.1 ounce of strawberry, which makes it 10 calories. And we're also going to add the blueberries, which are 20 calories. And the little bit of butter, let's say 10 calories, a little bit of the chocolate, let's say 10 calories. And the Greek yogurt, which is 30 calories. And then I add just 1 tablespoon of fat-free whipped cream. That is 287.5 calories total, with all the protein, fat, and carb that you need. It's an awesome, simple meal. It takes very little time to prep it. I'm just waiting on the toast to be toasted, and as soon as it is, we can just add all the toppings, and we're good to go. Look how nice and toasty it's getting. So we flipped our toast, and we just put a little bit of chocolate on top to get that melty. All right, guys, our toast is pretty much done. Look at that, yum. Ooh, hot. Hot. All right, so there's our first little toast. And we take our Greek yogurt, top that one off here at the top. And we are going to our other little toast and put that on the side here for a second. And we are going to cut our strawberry in half and then put pieces of the strawberry on there. Spread them out so we can get a little strawberry in every little bite. Because I want to enjoy every bite, not just one bite. So we got that. And then half of our nuts. Spread them around. And after half of our nuts, okay, so we put half of our nuts, half of our strawberry on there. Now, I warmed up my maple syrup a little bit, so we are going to add half of that there as well. I'm gonna pour it over our toast here. And I also like to add some of that coconut milk. Okay. Then we take our second piece of toast, put it right on top, and now I like to top the top with my blueberries. And then the other half of the strawberry. Ooh, that blueberry was good, nice and sweet. Okay, now we can put our nuts on there. I think you can see that from there. And we will take the rest of our syrup and pour that over the top. I know you want to see the syrup. You know you want to see the syrup. All right, look how beautiful it is turning out to be. And now all we need is just a little bit of whipped cream, fat-free whipped cream. Like I said, just 1 tablespoon will do ya. And I like to top it off with a little bit of dash of cinnamon, like that. And that's it. Look at this. Under 300 calories. Take you somewhere brighter so you can see it. Looks good. You get some better lighting in here apparently. Yummy strawberries. All right. Well, let's give it a try. Take my fancy knives. And we'll get a little bit of strawberry on there. If you like your Nutrish, have a good day.